Ladies and gents, welcome back to Pitstop!
That is correct. That is correct. Fab has crashed a family holiday.
I'm here, I'm in Lanzarote.
Yeah, soaking up the sun. As you can see, he's got a lovely tan.
Yeah, and you, mate. You're looking bronzed, beautiful.
Yes, we have had some burn throughout the trip, but now we are glowing, nice and brown. Can't complain.
Yeah, well, we asked you guys in the last pod whether I should come out here.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. I felt a bit bad. Alas, I made it.
Yeah, the whole family is here. They're actually right there sunbathing, and I'm sure Mum is absolutely loving this. I can see the smile on her face. She's going to be here with the camera, filming it all.
Yeah, Jake booked this gorgeous villa. Lovely garden, little pool.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Few deck chairs.
It's a little bit windy, though, I have to say. I'm hoping that these mics don't pick it up.
Yeah, it should be fine. We saved the bird the other day, didn't we?
Well, you saved the bird.
He absolutely loves it. Shall I blast him with a full jet?
Let me put this on Pitstop.
You're having a little shower, are you, birdie?
I didn't know birds like water.
This bird just appeared out of nowhere. Was like walking across the thing. He looked a bit haggard, bless him.
He had a nice shout.
And I think he did, yeah. And he was just heat exhaustion, something like that. It was a bit hot. It was like 30 degrees yesterday.
It was 30 degrees. And the Formula One world has been heating up as well.
Has it? Because I couldn't really find much news, to be honest with you.
Look, over the last couple of weeks, I've been away a little bit, but I've been seeing everything come in. We know that all these Max rumours are flying around. I have many notes for today's episode.
Okay.
Many great talking points. We even asked the people on Instagram at Pitstop to send in some things that you've seen or you would
That
like
was a
our
good
opinions
decision.
on.
That was a good decision because
It's
I didn't
really
have
filled
much.
the gaps.
Yeah.
It has really helped. And we're also celebrating this week is Spa. Formula One is back. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
We missed an episode, but that's fine because we were on holiday.
Summer break, innit?
Yeah, we don't get holidays at Pitstop. Like we're constantly working.
It is
so
true.
hard.
It is
so,
true.
So we had a little break, but we're back. Also this week, we have one of the, I think it's the interview that I've been most excited for.
It is going to be good.
Ever, which is a bold statement because we've done F1 drivers, F2 drivers, we've done people high up in the sport. This person that we're doing, it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, without giving too much away, I think it's someone no one has ever heard from. I think you're going to love it, and we're going to him.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all we should give away for now.
And there's a big road trip involved.
Yeah, we've had to hire a nice car.
With many, many miles.
Hopefully we don't get pulled over by the police this time.
No, well, if we do, I'll make sure it's on the way back.
Yeah, that's very handy.
go.
It's actually my first time driving in Europe, so driving
you
on the other side of the
joking
road
me?
is going to be...
Are you joking?
I know I'm going to go round and round about the wrong way.
It is
know
easy.
It.
It is easy, yeah, you get used to it. And it's an automatic, so you haven't got the gear stick.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about. But we start this episode with some breaking news!
Oh my God, we do. What is it?
Anyway, you don't even know what it is yet.
No, I don't.
Yuki Cenoda is getting sacked from Red Bull at the end of the season.
This was one of my points, not going to lie.
Great. Well, that's good then.
Well,
So we can talk about it.
tell me why and why you think that.
Well, it's not coming from me. There's been an internal...
Is it not? You didn't just make it up.
No, there's been an internal discussion at Red Bull, and it just seems that they're on a wavelength now where it's just the end of the road for Yuki.
Yep.
Which I think makes sense. We know Honda's departing Red Bull.
That's where his funding's coming from.
Exactly. And we do know that Honda is going to Aston Martin. I don't know about you, but I don't see Yuki Cenoda at Aston Martin.
No, that's a no for me as well. That's the biggest rumour right now. It's like he's going to be pushing for that Aston seat. I don't even think there is an Aston seat available right now.
No.
Also, Yuki Cenoda is the only non-rookie on the grid to not have a podium.
Oh, since Hulkenberg got the thing. Wow.
The thing is with Yuki is you love him. Everyone loves him. He's great. And he jumped into the Red Bull, which other people have struggled with. But it does look like it's coming to the end of the line, really. I don't see it massively improving for him. And I just don't think without the funding of Honda, anyone's going to want to take a gamble on that.
But I agree with what you said, though. He's almost had that Danny Rick effect, hasn't he? I don't think people he's not the same as Danny Rick, but people love Yuki for who he is.
But yeah, his personality and how much he's loved has kept him in.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's another reason Red Bull were this is a great time to get him in. People are going to love him, and it did. When they announced Yuki, people went crazy.
For the Japan race as well.
Yeah. He just hasn't really been able to pick it up, has he? I mean, and I don't see him going back to V-carb. I think Isaac Hajar, Red Bull next year, because Laurent Mekies is going to be the new team principal.
Yeah, right.
He's worked amazing with Hajar.
Yeah.
So far at VCarb. He's going to want Hajar in the Red Bull seat.
Yeah.
And then the big topic right now around Max, isn't there?
The question was, who would really want that Red Bull seat? But Hajar has said that he wants it.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to remember that for 26, that car is going to be so different. But like the Red Bull 26 car could be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Which leaves you in the boat with if Max does leave. Imagine Red Bull have the best car next year, then Hajar wins the championship. Max would be banging his head against the wall, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would be, yeah. I think what you normally see, from what we've learned in the last 3 years of doing this, is that whenever there's a change to the regulations, it takes a couple of years for everyone to figure it out, get in the swing of it, feel comfortable, and then you see teams starting to get better.
Yeah.
And because everyone's starting afresh, and also this is a big change.
Yeah.
This is a big change. So they're all going to be kind of to begin with.
Someone who we don't expect could be amazing.
Could just be amazing. Like Cadillac.
Yeah.
Or Audi could just be amazing.
Cadillac have been teasing Sergio Perez. Their official Twitter account has literally been tweeting Mexican flags. So I'm pretty sure that Sergio Perez is going to be coming back to the grid. Mick Schumacher has been saying that he's in conversation for the seat.
He's been floating it around a little bit, hasn't he?
He has.
Which we did say it would be nice to see him back in.
He definitely
whether or
deserves
not,
to be a name in the conversation.
whether or
for
not
me,
it's
Perez and
worth
Bottas. It's got to be Perez and Bottas.
do you think?
Yeah, they need drivers that are going to help them get that car instantly good, don't they? And I think
I feel that.
Well, talking about next year's car, Lance Stroll has said something pretty interesting.
Has he?
Yeah,
He doesn't say a lot, does
Lance
he?
has added something to the sport, guys. He's not looking forward to the regulation change in 26, which one confirms he's got a seat for it, which we kind of knew.
Oh, what?
But he said, it's a bit of a shame we're taking the path of electrical energy and we've had to shed all the downforce off the car to support battery power. He's also said that all the drivers feel exactly the same, but none of them are saying anything due to political reasons. Now, that's obviously true. Like
He's the one guy who can say something.
Yeah,
because he's in
enough.
the family.
Yeah, he's not going to lose his seat no matter what. He can say
No.
what he wants. I'm glad he has said that. And in a way, I actually do wish more of the drivers would come out and say, we don't want to be Formula E. Because it is bonkers how they're going to slowly get closer to Formula E when a lot of people who like Formula 1 don't like Formula E. They're meant to be completely different.
They are. And this brings me on to my topic, that Mohammed bin Sulayem has said that he wants to bring the V8s back.
Yeah, right, there we go.
So
Can I have a clap?
clap that, because
Can I have a clap?
I know we were talking about V10s at the start of the year. There was a few murmurs. They got shut down pretty quick. But a V8 is better than a hybrid V6, isn't it? Naturally aspirated V8 engine.
Oh, you're talking about it like you really know about it.
I do.
Okay, can you just tell me the difference between a V8, a V10, and a V12?
It's the amount of like cylinders it has, I think. Something like that. I preempted this question from you, but I thought it was going to be about naturally aspirated engines. So I did a bit of research.
mate.
This is a little lesson for you.
Yeah, no.
So a naturally aspirated engine is an engine that just gets all of its power from like the air.
Oh.
Something like that. Someone in the comments will shut me down.
Yeah.
But as opposed to an engine using like a turbocharger. But the problem with a turbocharger, which is what I found out when I had my Golf, is that there's a slight lag in when it kicks in. You probably would have felt it in your old car. So when you floor it,
Oh, yeah.
and you can hear it and you can feel it, and then it
goes.
happens. Yeah. So a lot of people, we obviously don't know, do we? But a lot of people think that it's better to have a naturally aspirated engine that doesn't use a turbo because the cars will be more responsive.
Probably the most technical I've ever heard you on Pitstop in 3 years, and I'm very impressed with
What
that.
can I say?
That
Thank
was-
you.
That was very impressed.
The aim was to impress.
Breaking news!
Yes.
Kimi Antonelli to Alpine.
Oh,
Yeah, what do we think
I
about
don't really want to clap that.
No, I'm not clapping that either.
No.
But this is what people are saying.
All right, give me some.
Online
give
right
me some
now.
spiel.
Well, it looks like there potentially could be a loan of Antonelli to Alpine,
Right.
but that means we could have Max and George as teammates. Max and George don't like each other.
No,
I don't actually think that's going to happen.
it would certainly add to the broth, wouldn't it? The F1 Drive to Survive soup that's going on.
It is hard because realistically, if Mercedes want to maximise points next year, Russell and Max would be a better lineup than Kimmy and Max. I think. Just Russell's won races this year,
He's done really well.
Poles, he's a great driver.
Kimmy hasn't had the time, and I think from the time that he's had an F1, he's done really well.
Yeah.
I do. But George, he's been in the game for a long time. He's a bit of a veteran.
But we also know Max loves Kimmy, doesn't he? He's been already been friendly with him, been helping him out. You've seen them learning from each other. Well, you've seen Kimmy learning from Max.
Yeah.
But I don't think if you're George, you would want to be there anyway because you know that you're going to lose the seat to Kimmy when the loan's over. I think George needs to get in a new team now and start building something if he has any hope of ever winning a world championship.
Yeah, and I do think that the Aston seat would be a great seat for George, if there is one there. If there's not, I don't really know where else I see him. I think the straight swap, Mercedes to Red Bull and vice versa, that's a bit weird. I don't think that makes sense. And I don't think George would like the dynamic at Red Bull. It almost wouldn't work. He's too clean. He's too nice.
But then I don't know whether he'd take a gamble on Cadillac. Because I think he'd want to go to a team that at least have a bit of previous in the last couple of years.
I think Audi's the team for him.
Haven't they already locked in Gabby and Holt?
They have, but we know that can change.
Yeah, it can change.
It can change.
Why not Red Bull?
We both said it. I just don't see him there.
No,
do you?
No, but then the people that we didn't see him there with.
George
is
like boarding school kid. It's like taking a private school kid and putting him in a public school in Helsham, where we're from, which is like a zoo. It just wouldn't fit, would it? It wouldn't fit.
It would be interesting to see him doing all the promotions different. He looks like an Aston Martin guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, Aston or Audi for me.
I will say it now. I think Red Bull's lineup next year: George Russell and Isaac Hajar.
Really?
I think VCarb's
you're just
lineup.
chopping and changing every week, aren't you?
VCarb's lineup.
It was Aston Martin last week.
No,
it was Mercedes the week before.
I want him to go to Aston.
Maybe Alpine.
No, listen, I want him to go to Aston, but I genuinely don't think any changes are going to happen at Aston.
No. It's tough.
Unless
There
Alonso
should be
just suddenly
changes.
says he gives up.
Yeah. I think
what change would you make then?
It's a year too early for Alonso. What change would I make? I'd get Stroll out of that seat in a heartbeat.
Well, George Russell has bought a yacht. So he must be keeping his F1 seat because he's just bought a £3 million yacht.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
He knows what he's doing.
Has he got a jet?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe
we should
shares
clear
it,
up
doesn't he?
the pictures in the last step as well about the jet.
What was that?
Well, we put a clip out saying that they were seen together on a jet, but the photos
Yeah?
were from 2021.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. That clip got 1.7 million views. So, as far as I'm concerned, that clip was bang on.
I had nothing to do with it. I thought they were real. Okay.
Exactly. I've got a nice little story here, mate.
Go on then.
Little story time. It's not news. It's just a fun thing that I saw. Remember we did that clip last month or the month before about George Harrison funding Damon Hill's
career.
F1 career.
And Damon Hill won the World Championship in 1996, which is the year
The
I
same
was
day
born.
that Jake was born.
So we've escalated the story now.
Yeah.
Was it actually?
Are you actually
Dad
born in the
was
same
born?
hospital on the same day?
Yeah.
To the same parents.
It's all true.
His surname is
Every
actually
single
Hill.
bit of it is true.
This is a nice little story I found, and I just wanted to share it. So if you heard the last pod that we spoke about George Harrison in, he's a big fan of F1. He was, obviously sadly passed away, involved himself a lot in the F1 world, and he knew everyone. And everyone loved him because it's fucking George Harrison of the Beatles, isn't it? Legend. David Coulthard's got a little story here. So they were in Melbourne. They're at a dinner in Melbourne. Not sure when this was. Could have been like the 90s, maybe, or earlier. And David Coulthard said that George Harrison had written a song about Bernie Ecclestone, and it's never been released.
Do you have it?
No, because it's never been released.
Shall we imagine what it would go like?
Well, what have we got here?
It would be in Beatles tone, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it would have been amazing. But can you imagine, right, being sat at dinner with Bernie Ecclestone, George Harrison, Dave Coulthard in Melbourne, and he just gets out the guitar after a few wines and he just starts playing.
Oh, Bernie, you've got so much money.
Pretty much how it
And you don't pay tax. Do you know he might be going back in with Alpine?
Who?
Bernie Ecclestone. He might be buying back into Alpine.
Really?
Oh, I've got some stuff about
Well, he
Alpine.
just sold his whole car collection, didn't he?
When you're done with your story.
Millions and
I'll know.
millions of pounds. But the guy is like 93 years old.
I know.
Or 92, something like that. He's old. Apparently has not lost his charm either, from what I hear. Still the same old Bernie, which we don't really know him.
No, we have not met.
Tried to talk to him at the Autosport Awards, didn't really happen.
No.
But so they were in a small restaurant at the Crown Casino in Melbourne, and he played a song he had written called Bernie Says. It's never been published, and apparently it just went along the lines of whatever Bernie says goes. So the song was just like, Bernie says, do this. Bernie says, do that. Do this, do that. And everyone else just followed along.
Sits around the table clapping, saying yes.
Yeah. Maybe we should rewrite it.
Shall we?
Yeah, and
Next
release
episode.
it. Yeah.
Next episode, we're going to release Bernie Says.
I think it would probably be nowhere near as good as George's.
No.
But basically, the song just highlighted that Bernie was running the whole game at Formula One for so many years. And it's amazing to have like one person at the top calling all the shots. And for me, that's why I think that F1 was so good. Because you had minimal people at the top.
Yeah.
And now you've got so many different people from here, there and everywhere sticking their nose in and making it, you know.
Yeah, and because it's such a big thing with so many people in charge, there's so many more rules that they're all having to follow. Like, we're having to go really eco-friendly.
It's
we're
not
having
pure.
to do certain things.
It's not pure.
You can imagine back in the day, someone would have been like, oh, we should really think about recycling a bit more. And Bernie would have been like, nah, that. That's going to slow down that. That's going to slow down. You know, it was all about that one thing.
But it happens with anything, I think. Like when you watch the you know that movie about the McDonald's when they first started. You know, the two brothers started McDonald's. The Founder, amazing movie. But those, you know, that original McDonald's would have been unbelievable. Yeah. And now, I mean, I know you still love it. It's your favourite restaurant.
Yeah, 6 chicken nuggets.
but it's just, what's the word? It's like diluted.
Amazing?
It gets diluted by too many people.
Yeah. What if you have a bad franchise at McDonald's?
F1's almost been franchised, hasn't it?
In a way, each race is a franchise. You know, it's all pretty much the same thing there, but they're all completely different. Should Fred Vasseur be sacked by Ferrari?
No.
He's in the last year of his contract. This is it for him, really, unless Ferrari suddenly start doing something. There's murmurs coming out of Italy that some people aren't happy with him, blah, blah, blah. Toto Wolff has stuck up for him and said if they get rid of Fred, they're not going to be any better.
No.
I think we need to try and find out what's really going on and what has gone on at Ferrari.
Oh, it's so tough for Ferrari because they're such a legendary team that it's like you don't even want to say anything because you want to be friends with them. Do you know what I mean?
That is true.
But you know they sacked Bonotto off out of nowhere, like for no real reason. I think the guy pulled them out of the dirt. I say this every time, but like he wasn't doing a bad job.
No.
Not to say that Fred's doing a bad job because Fred's doing a great job. And it's great that they've got him, but they shouldn't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
You know, they need to look internally, look at themselves.
Agreed, and it's also tough because are they doing a bad job or are McLaren just doing an unbelievable job? You know, when you've got one team that's so far ahead, it's easy to look at the teams under them and go, they need to get rid of them. But really, it might just be McLaren are killing it, which they clearly are. And now they're doing something really silly. They're bringing a whole new floor to Belgium, so McLaren are probably going to be about 3 minutes in front of everyone. Terrible.
Why spoil the broth if it tastes good already? You know
It's
what
true.
I mean?
Maybe they shouldn't be changing the floor.
Don't add too much seasoning if it already tastes nice.
Well, there you go. But I think a new floor might be quite nice. Not that I have any idea what a new floor does.
Aero. I've got a question for you, and if you get it wrong, I want you to jump in that pool.
Go then.
This is an important question because you should get this right.
Yeah, I should get a lot right.
You should get this one, though, because we've been here before and we've been ridiculed online about this before. So, I want to know if you can name 4 teams that Sebastian Vettel drove for in his career.
Easy, mate, easy.
Yeah.
Red Bull. Toro Rosso.
Didn't think you were going to get that.
Oh my god, I've gone brain dead. I've gone mad.
Come on, it's so easy.
Not Haas.
Yeah, fine.
Aston Martin.
Yeah. One more. I need one more from you.
Oh my god. There's people shouting at the screen right now, isn't there? Banging their laptops. Come on, you thick. Oh, come on, I can't bother to get the ball.
We're running out of time, mate.
Are we?
There's 30 seconds left on the clock.
Okay.
There's only 10 Formula 1 teams. You've picked 3 of them already.
He didn't drive for McLaren. Oh my God, Ferrari.
Yes.
There we go. You know when something's so obvious, you just completely forget.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, that was really, really bad. I did actually know that. Well, since I've survived the water, let's see if you do.
Oh, brilliant.
Big question. Which of these drivers has the most Grand Prix wins? Niki Lauda, Nigel Mansell, Fernando Alonso, or Ayrton Senna? Who has the most Grand Prix wins? Niki Lauda, Nigel Mansell,
My heart is thumping right now.
Fernando Alonso, or Ayrton Senna?
It's not a fair question because you can't quiz me on history. I wasn't even born when half of these guys were driving.
I was never watching Formula One when Sebastian Vettel was at Toro Rosso. Or Ferrari.
Yeah, but I was so kind.
Or Red Bull.
I was so kind because I quizzed you on something that we've already been ridiculed about.
Yeah.
So we've already been given the answer. This is such a
And
rogue
I've been so
question.
kind because Fernando Alonso is your favourite driver.
Yeah.
So if I was you, I would know.
Right, Niki Lauda.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how many race wins he got. Fernando Alonso, I know that he got quite a few.
How many do you think Alonso has?
In the 20s. He won 2 championships. And then he just made a lot of bad decisions after that, went to bad teams, but he's been in F1 the whole time, just not doing very well. I think it's probably more than 20, actually.
Yeah, it is more than 20.
It is more than 20.
You know, oh, blimey, blowing a gale, isn't it?
Kicking up.
Yeah.
We might have to end the pod.
Come on. Come on.
I don't know where 20 came
Lauda, Mansell, Alonso or Senna?
from. Senna, one of the all-time greats. He got taken far too young. His career was cut short, so maybe he didn't have as many wins as he should have. Niki Lauda, I don't know. What's the other one?
Mansell.
Nigel Mansell, I haven't got a clue, bro. I've got no clue. I'm so nervous right now. Most wins. Most wins.
You get swimming.
Can you not tell me how many championships they've won?
No, because I wouldn't know. I haven't wrote that.
This is absolutely unfair because I gave you a free guess.
All right, you can have a free guess.
All right.
No, actually, you can't.
No, I should.
That's a
I
bit
should
easy.
be allowed a free guess.
No,
Come
it's a bit easier
on.
on this one. All right, I'll remove one incorrect answer. How about that?
Please.
Okay, I'm going to remove Niki Lauda. So you've got Mansell, Alonso, or Senna. Who's got more wins?
Look, I've got to stick with my guns. And I've got to stick with my boy, and I'm going with Fernando Alonso.
It's that Senna! Front flip!
Oh, that's actually unbelievable.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me just do the rest of the pod from here.
Oh, you shouldn't have stuck with Alonso, eh?
Look, I had to stick with my boy. Oh, there's no mics.
That's okay, this will pick it up.
Look, I had to stick with my boy because he's the GOAT. Can you tell me how many wins he actually got?
Yeah, Alonso has 32, Senna has like 41.
It was close, though.
Close.
Oh, I'm actually a bit cold.
Well, there we go. Nice wet fab, no?
Oh, it's cold.
Ayrton Senna, 41. Fernando Alonso, 32.
It's close.
It's close.
It's close.
I was nearly in with not knowing Ferrari, so...
A big part of me really, really wanted to go for Senna, but I had to just stick with my guns.
You know, I'm really hot, so I actually wouldn't mind getting in that pool anyway.
Yeah, but it's absolutely freezing now. I'm shaking.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Breaking news! Christian Horner has been told that he will have to pay £298 million for a 20% share of Alpine. This is where I was saying might be working with Bernie Ecclestone, because Bernie is also looking at getting a percentage of Alpine.
So say that again. So that's nearly 300 million.
Yeah, that's the
For
price
20%.
for 20%. 298 million.
So they're pricing Alpine at 1.2 billion, which I would say is a waste of money.
Is it? It's an
Maybe
F1 team on the grid. It's very expensive and very hard to actually get in.
And they have Flavio Briatore,
They
which
do.
I would say increase the price by at least 50%.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
You think imagine Flavio, Christian, same team, Bernie.
Thing is, where does Christian get that money from?
Well, probably not his. You know, he'd have investment back.
Jerry's.
Jerry's, yeah.
Spend a bit of that Spice Girl money.
Jerry Halliwell's going to get 20% as well. Imagine that. Jerry Halliwell drives.
It would be insane, but that's what Christian always wanted, wasn't it? It's what he wanted from Red Bull. He wanted a piece of the pie.
He wants a piece of the pie because Toto's got a piece of the pie. He's wanted a piece of the pie for a long time.
And the thing is, Alpine has this sort of image because they haven't been doing that well. But they've got a great driver in Pierre Gasly. They've got an up-and-coming driver with Franco. They've been given a bad rep. And if you've got someone like Christian who did what he did to Red Bull, if he can apply the same to Alpine with Flavio Briatore there, there could be
I agree. We said it last week. There's absolutely no doubt in Christian's ability to get in a team and actually get the job done and make sure things go the right way. So I do think he will remain in the sport one way or the other.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah. And I would actually think it'd be quite exciting if he went to Alpine and almost rebuilt the whole team. I wonder whether if they did sell it out, Alpine would change ownership.
I would say every single country that has money wants a slice of the F1 pie.
Yeah.
It's actually insane, isn't it? How it's different to football, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you don't necessarily. Well, for
because
example,
they have their own leagues, right? You go to Spain, they have the Spanish league, right? I think.
Yeah, but it's the same as what is weird is the way a country can own a racing team, like the way Saudi Arabia has it's the PIF group, and that group, Public Investment Fund, they actually own Newcastle Football Club, so and they are now the richest football club in the world. F1 wouldn't work without money either, because the cars are 15 million each.
Yeah.
And they crash a lot.
Yeah. I mean, a pair of P90 football shoes, they cost 80 quid max.
You got the Kimbos, have you?
Yeah, back in the day, F40s, whatever they were called. A ball costs a tenner. It doesn't cost a lot of money to play.
How many footballs you bought in your life?
How many footballs have I bought in my life? I would say probably 2. Yeah. And one of them was for you for Christmas.
You did potentially score one of the best goals I've ever seen at school.
Can you just tell that story, please? Because
didn't you just toe punt it from the halfway line?
No, but you need to tee it up because it was a great.
Well, we'll start off by telling them the shoes that you're wearing now.
Well, the chippers.
The classic chippers, the school shoes.
I don't know what they wear in school these days, but we used to wear these black shoes, which were
really long,
almost like elf shoes. They were pointed up at the top, and they were square
or
pointy.
For a volley.
Yeah. Now, if you know football, you know that you have to hit it with this part of your foot. But I invented a special technique where if you just blast it with the end of your toe,
the fab punt,
you break your toe in the process, but the ball, straight as a die.
It rockets.
Straight as a die.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on the story.
It went straight in top bins.
Straight top bins at the other end of the pitch. All right, let me just tell you. I was down the other end of the pitch, and there was a goalkeeper, and it went in.
Who was in goal?
Was it you, no?
I got a question for you.
Oh, yeah?
If Max turned around right now and said, I want to go to McLaren, would Zach Brown drop one of his drivers?
No, he would not. I think having Max as part of your team is a bit of a push and pull. It's a love-hate relationship. It's like going out for a curry and you order one a bit too hot.
I love it when you give examples.
You love curry.
Your brain just goes to these places.
Well, you love curry.
I do love
Everyone
curry.
loves curry.
What do you get from a curry?
I'm so boring, bro. I'm so boring. Like korma, chicken tikka masala.
Sagaloo, though. You can't forget Sagaloo.
Maybe a Rogan Josh.
Garlic naan. What is a Rogan Josh?
Joe Rogan. A Rogan Josh. Josh Rogan?
Sounds hot.
It's not too bad. But maybe, one day you go out for a curry, you're trying to impress a girl, and you go for the spicier one. And you like curry, but you can't quite handle that spice.
Hope you're not wearing white boxers, mate.
And that's what I think is like. Having Max as part of your team, you want him there because you know that he is amazing.
Yep.
And he could do so much for your team. But is it going to be that nice environment that they currently have with Lando and Oscar? Because Oscar's a fucking saint. And Lando, I'm sure he's lovely as well.
Will they finish the year at a nice environment, though?
Well, this is the question, mate. This is the question, yeah.
Imagine Oscar just misses out on the championship. I think Oscar will win it. But imagine he just misses out and he's furious because the way he's lost it, they've just looked after Lando, basically. Yeah. Oscar might want to leave at the end of the year. You might then see Oscar wanting to go to Red Bull. I was going to say Christian literally said he wanted Oscar, but Christian ain't even there anymore.
Gone.
So, anything could happen. I do agree, though. I don't think Zach would drop Oscar Orlando right now, but I do think Max could take pretty much anyone's seat.
It's all about how, what kind of case can these teams bring to the drivers? Because then no one knows what the cars are going to be like, and we don't know what they can present to them.
No.
Do they have like a computer screen and they can show like, look, this is what the car's going to look like?
Sim
already?
Yeah, because they've been driving in the sim, haven't they?
Yeah, and the Mercedes, they said it was.
This is the thing. The drivers have all said that the cars have been struggling and the batteries have been dying like halfway down the straight.
Yeah, but maybe one team has devised something, and it could be Alpine.
It's Mercedes, mate. I hope it's Alpine.
Well, Mercedes are the ones that said the battery was dropping out. Well, maybe that was a
yeah,
ploy.
they're teasing. Because Zach Brown said that he really doesn't want to see Max at Mercedes because he says it's just going to be ridiculous with how quick they're going to be next year.
How do they know all this stuff?
Maybe, I don't know, really.
I reckon there's a TP, team principal WhatsApp group, and they just say
that's a good. Is there a team
and they're just like,
WhatsApp
I'm
group?
going to say this weekend to the media, and Toto's like, yeah, f*** it, do it. Create some speculation online. Christian's like, yeah, lol, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, lol.
Tell him next year's car's going to be great, and Toto's like, I will, but really, we haven't got fucking nothing.
No, I wonder if there actually is a team principal WhatsApp group.
Don't know. There's been so much hype around these drivers' WhatsApp groups in there since we spoke about it with Liam, and then like all the internet's like, oh, I wonder what happens in the group, and it's not as interesting as you think, and look, they're competing at the end of the day. I think they're all civil with each other. Some are more friends than others.
Yeah.
I think Max and Lando are quite good mates, aren't they?
They are very good mates.
I don't think they're all, they're not all in there like on a Saturday night, like, oh, what are you up to? Oh, watching Love Island.
No, they're busy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Liam Lawson, he recently came out, did an interview, and said that he is still struggling with the fact he was dropped from Red Bull.
He did, yeah. He said he should have been given 6 months.
I agree, mate. 2 races is absolutely stupid. Like, he's been robbed. If Liam Lawson doesn't have a seat in 26, his racing career, might have been funded by Red Bull up to now, but he has been robbed by the people that promised him a chance,
Exactly.
in my opinion.
He's outperforming Yuki Cenoda. He's beating him in the championship by 2 points. He's had a higher finishing position than Yuki. Yuki's been in the points 3 times. I think one of them was a P9, 2 of them were P10s.
Go on, Wiki.
Wiki Gervais. That was great. That was great.
Wiki Gervais. That's what I'm going to call you now.
That's great. I'm going to start calling
Fabio
you.
Briatore.
I'm going to call you Damon.
Damon Boys. Look, Liam's
Jake
got
Hill.
12 points this year. Carlos Sainz only has 13. Alonso only has 16. Gasly only has 19. The guy's been dropped by Red Bull down to a V-carb, and he's only just behind Sainz. He's doing better than all the rookies.
All right, AOL.
It don't even exist
No, it
anymore.
don't, does
That's
it?
like when you go on...
Showing my age now.
That's like a dodgy website pop-up, that is. No one wants to go there.
No.
That's MSN days, mate.
Yeah, but they were the greatest days.
You're getting nudged.
They were the greatest days in the world, weren't they?
Anything happened on them webcams. But yeah, over the next couple of weeks after Spa, I'm sure things are going to start coming out for sure about where Max will be going, where Kimmy will be going, where Russell will be going. There's going to be some changes, which is going to make 2026 exciting.
There is. I'm actually really looking forward to Spa.
Yeah, me too.
Great
Me
race.
too.
Are we going to do our predictions today?
Yeah, we'll do them at the end of the app.
Great.
I've got a question for you first.
Go on, then.
If Max isn't a Red Bull next year, where do you think they'll finish in the constructors? They've been carried by one driver for the last 3-4 years.
It's so hard to guess,
Actually,
mate.
sorry, that's unfair. Perez was good there for a while.
He was great. Perez was great.
And he'd be better than all the drivers they've had in recently. So I'm glad he's coming back. But yeah, where do you think they'd finish next year without Max?
Well, it's hard to tell, man, because we don't know what the car's going to be like.
And all the lineup.
But I'm going to say 5th. I'm going to go out there and say 5th.
I'm going to stay behind V-Carb
Wow.
because I think they'll just the same thing will happen again.
But Red Bull have more resources to create a car than V-Carb do?
They do. That's true.
So,
But
who knows?
I just think it's like a sand dune. You know, as soon as someone steps at the top and the sand starts falling, then it all just comes
There you
down.
go. There you go.
And then
That was
after a
good.
while, you got nothing.
Great analogy.
And then the sand just, just gonna stop.
That was really good. Why did you stop?
Right, anyway, predictions for the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa, Francorchamps.
Francorchamps
Thank God he's here.
Grand Prix in 3rd position. I'm going to go George Russell.
Very nice. He deserves it. Da-da-da-da.
Nice big wide track, clean driver, safe driver, but also a little bit edgy. But private school boy, big track. He'll do
School boy, so he
good.
gets third.
Yeah, he'll do good.
Okay, third place, I'm going for Lando Norris.
Nice.
I think he'll remain on the podium. I think both McLaren drivers on the podium for every race for this rest of this year.
Lovely.
But yeah, third, Lando.
Second, I'm gonna go Max. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Gonna go Max.
New team principal.
Yeah.
They need it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get something this week, the championship's pretty much done.
He's got something to prove. Last race wasn't great.
Yeah, and also there is this is so important for Red Bull because genuinely his clause is like so close to being it's not actually active yet. That's what I've read. If he has a bad race this week, it will be.
It's after Hungary, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well there we go. Second place, I have gone for Hamilton.
Okay.
Lewis Hamilton. And I tell you why. Because in the last 5 years, the only two people to win here are Hamilton and Max. Hamilton won here last year.
Besides the sprint race, where Oscar won it. Which is
go.
who I'm putting in P1.
Yeah, there you go. Same with me. Oscar Piastri, P1.
Lovely.
Let us know in the comments down below if you have any other questions for us for our next episode. However, our next time we're filming will actually be with our guest, won't it? Because this is our pre-Spa. No, it'll be after
we'll
Spa.
film a Spa ep, but then after the Spa episode, it's going to be difficult because then we go into Hungary, so we might have to wait to drop the guest ep. But either way,
You're gonna love it.
You guys, it's going to be fucking unbelievable. I think this person is, and the thing is, we spoke to this person, and they have said that they have been asked multiple times recently to do interviews. But we're holding out for us.
And we're going to his house.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be nuts.
So subscribe to the channel so you're ready for that. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below any questions you have for us for the next episode. Any of your opinions on the current climate of Formula One. Where do you think Max, Kimmy and Russell will be? Comment down below.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on so you get a little ring-a-ding-ding when we post a video.
Don't forget the bell.
Drop us a DM, say hello. Maybe we'll say hello back. Probably not.
Of course we will. See you in the comments.
You never reply to any DMs.
I reply to every single comment normally.
Comments?
Yeah.
Not DMs.
No, it was a lot of DMs.
Maybe don't DM. Send a comment in.
Yeah, okay.
Bye guys.